Good morning, students. I am Namita Verma, your biology teacher, again with my new video, which is about the transportation of materials in humans. As we have discussed in previous videos that transportation takes place in plants and animals both, and transportation in animals is known as circulatory system. It is a very important and essential system which helps to live any living organism. So in our body we have also a circulatory system, and this circulatory system helps us in providing all the cells with food and oxygen, and also by picking up the waste from the cells. So parts of circulatory system. Human body has a circulatory system which has three parts. First part is blood. Means first component of this system is blood. We all know blood is a fluid tissue. Blood is a liquid which can flow, so it is called as fluid tissue, connective tissue of course, and it connects because it runs to all the organs, so it is a connective fluid tissue and it is red in color. We all know, but blood is blood has two components, means two parts of blood has. First is the plasma and second one is the blood cells. How much blood is present in an adult? The amount may vary from 4 liters to 5 liters. So first, now let us discuss about the plasma. Blood has a fluid which is called as plasma. It is a watery yellow colored fluid, yellowish colored fluid, and 90% of plasma is water and 10% only is the food. But I mean to say that the nutrients and enzymes, hormones, waste also, all these are present in plasma. Second one is blood cells. We all know that there are three types of blood cells present in our blood. First one is the RBC, red blood cells. It is also known as erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are the biconcave shaped cells without nucleus, means they have no nucleus, and these are very small. Their lifespan is about 3 to 4 months. After 3 to 4 months, the RBC formed get degenerated and again new RBC is formed in bone marrow. So it has red color because it has a red pigment which is made up of iron and is known as hemoglobin. So students, the second cell of the blood is white blood cells, means plasma is the non-living part. The living part of blood are the blood cells. So we have discussed about RBC, now WBC. We all know that WBC are amoeboid, means irregular in shape, and they are also known as leukocytes because they have no color and they protect our body from infection. Third one is the platelets. Platelets are also known as thrombocytes. These are very small in size, oval or round in shape, and they play an important role in blood clotting, means help in blood clotting. Now the second component of circulatory system is blood vessels. As we know, blood is a liquid fluid, so it needs a vessel to flow through our body. And we have three types of vessels. First one is artery. Artery is the thick-walled, wide vessel through which oxygenated blood or pure blood flows. Means it through arteries the blood flows which comes from the heart, and it flows with a very big force, so it do not need any obstacle in between them. Veins are thin walled and narrow than artery. So from these the blood which flows comes from the body to the heart. So the speed is slow and there is a big chance of backflow. To stop the backflow, they have they have valves. Third is the capillaries. Capillaries are the thinnest vessel through which exchange of materials, means gases or waste products, can be diffused through these vessels wall. So you can imagine how thin they are, and these also join arteries with the veins at their end point. So in this way we have finished about the circulatory system. The third part is heart.